It can be argued that this is the greatest sound of spring. But for a while, this sound was absent in Minnesota. But then in 1971, the Minnesota DNR traded ruffed grouse for eastern wild turkeys with the state of Missouri. The hardy birds thrived and exploded across the state. Today they can be found from the Iowa border all the way up to Canada. The big birds are popular for their table fare, their aggressive displays that can happen during a hunt, and the chance to layer up in camo during the spring. But for diehards, one of their favorite traits of this wary species is the wide range of vocalizations that become a part of the chase. Yelps, clucks, puts, and gobbles. These are maybe the most common sounds you might be familiar with, but these talkative turkeys have over 24 different vocalizations.
To poorly explain what I do for a living, I make animal noises.
Yeah. We joined Corey and Lucas Carlos on a hunt that featured a wide range of animal sounds.
Well, it's early. We're going to get in the Jeep and we're going to go for a cruise. We're going to locate some birds that are hopefully gobbling on the roost.
You haven't shot a turkey before?
Nope.
Really?
All right.
What
Learn an experience.
Just going to put a game plan together because we didn't get scouting early enough last night. So we don't really know where any birds are roosted, but they should be gobbling. It's a nice, clear, high pressure, sunny day. That should mean they should be gobbling up on the roost pretty good, pretty fired up. We'll find them, get them.
What's for breakfast?
Granola bars and caffeinated bubbly.
There's one sitting on the limb right here. See it? It's right there. You can see it. Big black spot.
Yeah.
The right side of that tree.
Probably the worst spot to park, huh?
Well, we'd located one bird up in a tree and knew where he was at, so we decided to drive around and look for some more. After seeing a few far off in a field, we decided the first bird was the best one to go after. And then as we were planning our attack, we spotted one more.
There's one running right there. That's it. So he was heading to this guy.
Nothing gobbling.
What's got him so tight-lipped?
While this Tom was being stubborn, we knew he was in there, so we geared up and headed after him. In addition to a couple of noisy sandhill cranes, we had 3 interested turkeys. Now it's just a matter of getting Lucas and the decoy within their eyesight. While cameras can make distances look deceiving, Lucas was waiting for these birds to get in a little bit closer so they could be within effective range of the 410. They were starting to go in the opposite direction, so Corey tried to coax them in a little closer. After a tense 10-minute standoff, they finally decided something wasn't right and took off. How close do you think they got?
70 yards, 60 yards. A little too far for the 410.
I'd have just ran out there and jumped on them.
Maybe next time.
I think you can catch them.
They have large talons, so if you're planning on jumping on one, you want leather gloves.
It was off to find some new birds and some new strategies.
Let's get out around them and then come in from that way.
Looked like a lot of work.
Yeah, that was not ideal. Could have killed Jake,
Yeah,
but no, I got one too many layers on.
I bet.
Well, it's 22 degrees this morning, so. Couldn't sweet talk them. Couldn't fight with them. And when they were out there and they gobbled towards us, the one was looking right at us and he was like 100-some yards away, gobbled right at us, and he could barely hear it. It's like he wasn't fired up at all. Like he just barely.
It sucked 'cause you couldn't see anything off the ground there.
No.
And then all of a sudden you just see a couple heads here. It's like,
Yeah.
it's not really-
While day one yielded no fresh turkey for the flat top, it was an exciting experience nonetheless, full of all sorts of wildlife encounters. But we decided to get a little more serious for day two and split up. That meant I got to carry a gun as well. So the woods I'm in come out to a point, and the clearing kind of goes around both sides of it. I came out on the north side, and there's some mallards sitting out there, but no turkeys. I just heard one gobble to the south, so I'm gonna back into the woods and go around. See if I can't locate those birds in the other clearing. It is getting hot. I think it's supposed to be in the 70s up here today. I know back home it's gonna be close to 80. And I'm overdressed. But it was cold yesterday, 22 degrees yesterday, but it's gonna be a warm one today, boys. Well, after chasing those gobbles for a while, I never found that bird, and I was sweating so bad it was time to take a break for lunch. But we knew there were toms around, so we headed back out there in the afternoon. It is hot, like 84 degrees. Check this out, ladies. Oh, yeah. Try to control yourselves. So we're back where we were this morning, and there was toms around here, and they were actually starting to work their way into the woods as the day warmed up. And now that it's 84 degrees, there's probably at least 4 toms around here. We're going to cut into the woods and see if we can't find them, get in some shade. And while Corey and Lucas are somewhere else, they said it was a competition.
They said it was a competition, and they sent you and I out who have no clue where we're going.
Well, they send us back to a place we hunted this morning,
Yeah,
and they're going to a new
around.
place, a new secret place.
Yeah, I already pushed them around once, but they'll
Call
go to
foul.
their secret place. But I'm not worried about that.
Let's go get them.
Yeah.
Here we go. It turns out we had nothing to worry about. While Corey and Lucas were having success somewhere else, it didn't take us long to find that tom I'd heard earlier, and for Steve to call it in close. It took that tom forever to come across the field to where we were hiding out. And because I was starting to stiffen up while I was waiting, I had to set the camera down to get the job done. I'll be honest, I'm shaking a little bit right now. And part of it is because I held that pose for so long. And I thought you always misjudge your pose. Like, I'll have time to rearrange a little bit before he gets here.
I'm comfortable. Shouldn't be a big deal, right?
Yeah, well, we sat back there and we spotted that tom. We actually spotted him first out over there by that tree. He crossed the field and then we met up with him. We saw him there. Steve started calling. Nice job calling, by the way.
Hey, thank you.
Brought him right into 35 yards. Got to shoot the 20 gauge with Boss Tom. And we got ourselves a turkey dinner. Woo! What's the thought process here, Mr. Loeffler?
Well, I want to keep the skin and fat on there because skin and fat is always good. So we're going to just pluck the breast on this, pull the breast off, and then we're going to peel the skin back and get the thighs and the legs and drummies. There's a bunch of meat on the back, and then I'll pull the carcass out of here too. Make some turkey stock out of that because that's delicious.
The people that haven't cut up a turkey, they might be surprised at Like the first time I killed a turkey and cut the breast out, I was kind of surprised where the breast was.
Yeah, in a honker, it's like it's more right here, right at the base of the neck. On a turkey, it's like in between the legs almost, way down here. It's crazy how much different anatomy-wise birds that spend more time in the air versus birds that spend lots of time on the ground. And we are gonna fry up some turkey wraps tonight. Gravity's gonna take that bacon grease this way, so it's just kind of basting it with bacon grease, but just searing up that bottom side a little bit. Slice them up, dice them up, redistribute them, roll them around in that bacon grease, season them up. We'll be eating some good turkey wraps before too long.
By the sounds of it, turkeys are a lot of fun to hunt, and they're delicious too. So for everyone that was part of the reintroduction process of turkeys into Minnesota, thank you very much.
Funding for this program was provided by the Minnesota Environment and Natural Resources Trust Fund. Live wide open. The more people know about West Central Minnesota, the more reasons they have to live here. More at livewideopen.com. Western Minnesota Prairie Waters, where peace, relaxation, and opportunities await.